Let's get back into it now. Look, if you're like most people, if you're like me, you have a tendency to put things off until it's a problem, right? You don't think about fixing something or looking down the road unless something goes haywire, blows up in your face. Certainly true with your furnace, with your air conditioning. Until it breaks, do you really think about it? And usually, when's it going to break? It's going to break on a weekend. It's going to break on the hottest day or the coldest day. And then what? The HVAC people come out. They charge you extra money for emergency runs and getting things done because all of a sudden it's a crisis. Well, what if you didn't do that? What if you planned ahead? If you're one of the folks that lives out in the country, you're probably like me. You plan ahead more than a lot of folks. Joining me now is Tim Schultz from WellConnect Geothermal. Tim, good to have you here on the program. I think it's a common problem. People will put things off. But with your system, you can take an ordinary furnace and air conditioner, not replace them, but put your geothermal system on. If you have a well in your yard, folks, this is a geothermal system you can afford, and you're planning ahead because it will extend the life of your furnace, extend the life of your air conditioner, and save you a ton of money. Tim, thank you for being here. Am I on the right track?
You're on the right track, absolutely. Again, most people wait till it breaks, as you said, and they call their local contractor. They probably put in a new version of what they already had, not really improving their situation, but even though they have heating and cooling. So we're saying, look, let's think ahead. While your system's currently operating just fine, it's expensive. You're having to heat with propane, fuel oil, or electric. And if you simply look at taking our approach, hybrid approach, it's really a dual fuel system. You add this while your current system's working just fine, and you've cut your heating and cooling costs in half, basically. And you've now going to get unlimited life out of your existing system. So with the incentives that are there now, that cost to do it is really going to be more than covered by the savings.
And that's really important. Look, if you put a system in and you finance it, the savings that you realize in that first month will be more than your payment. This is pretty simple math, folks. Do you want to save money? Extend the life of your furnace, extend the life of your air conditioner, and by the way, use the well in your yard as free energy. That's what it is, right?
Yeah, and again, using wells for geothermal has been around for many, many decades. The old approach, though, required a high volume of water per minute. Ours has cut that down by 75% on average. So we're keeping the furnace there for the coldest days. Even though our system runs on the coldest days, we just need a little bit of help. And that way we can really minimize the water flow rate required. And there's 13 million wells roughly in the country. They can all be clean energy sources for these rural homeowners who are, don't have access to natural gas.
Right, and what you're saying is people that are in the country pay more because they're using propane or heating oil or electric, which is, wow, I'd hate to be paying an electric bill right now. If I had a well in the yard, that'd be kind of a crazy thing to do. Another thing I want to mention is there are subsidies available for these systems right now, but a lot of them, if not all of them, running out by the end of the year. So if you want to consider a system, it's getting cold now. Now's the time to think about it while you still have a chance for the government to kick in a little to help you out, right?
No question. It's 30% tax credit does expire at the end of the year. But we really designed this to be, our starting cost on this is typically less than the net price of conventional systems. So we really didn't design this to require all these rebates and incentives, but they're here. Take advantage of it. Things keep evolving. But really, if you look at a conventional furnace and air conditioner, and you look at a WellConnect, before incentives, we're really about on par with each other. And the air source systems, mini splits you hear about, or air source heat pumps, central units, again, similar starting price for all these systems, but geothermal is always going to win on the efficiency side. And again, back to the air source, they can now operate in very cold conditions.
Yeah.
So the capacity is there, but the efficiency plummets.
Yeah.
And with ground source geo, you're always getting the most, everyone recognizes it's the best technology. We've just taken this hybrid approach to make it affordable.
And something else I want to mention about this. This was invented by your father, patented by your father. It's an American product from an American company doing something nobody else is doing. Putting this state-of-the-art heat pump in, which runs, like you said, up until the very coldest day, at which point your furnace might kick in to help make the house a little bit warmer. but it only turns on then your furnace because this thing keeps the house warm the rest of the time. So it's only the coldest days that you're really running your furnace, which means, well, as you put it, you basically take a car getting 15 miles a gallon. Now it's getting 45 miles a gallon. You take a car that get 200,000 miles. Well, now get 500,000 miles because you're not running it. So it lasts longer. Your entire HVAC system lasts longer, which is pretty key too, right?
And I want to just clarify too, when we say hybrid, we need help from the fossil fuel system. Our patented approach is unique. It's simultaneous operation. We're not shutting off the geo when it's really cold. We're still running. So that gives us a lot more cheap BTUs and heat into the home than other systems that are called dual fuel. They're either or. We're running simultaneous. So that's what's really unique about our system.
Yeah, your system.
And again, because it's an add-on, most of these are typically done in one day.
Right. So when you look at cold states, Minnesota, Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, these are all states where you should be prevalent. In the Northeast, this is where it gets cold and it snows and it gets ugly and it's almost here. I mean, the leaves are changing. It's getting cold out here. I strongly recommend folks you take a look at wellconnectgeo.com. Like we said, the subsidies are there now, but they're going to go away. If you want to save even more money, now is a very good time. But with or without, you're going to save money because you're not burning the propane. You're not using the electricity. Your system is kicking in and saving you a pile of money. Tim, I really appreciate you being here. For anybody who has a well in their yard or uses those heat sources, now is the time. WellConnectGeo.com. You can find out more. WellConnectGeo.com. Get a hold of Tim. He'll say, yeah, your house is a good match, or it's not, but he'll let you know. And by the way, you're also looking for new companies and new contractors, right?
That's right. Yes. We're really trying to build out the network beyond where we are now. We're predominantly focused on the Midwest and Northeast, as you say, the climates. But
one last thing. If you're a do-it-yourself person, you can do that too. I got to leave it there, but if you're a do-it-yourself person, it takes about a day. If you're handy, you can probably get this done. Tim Schultz from WellConnect. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
WellConnectGeo.com. Go check this out. You're going to save a ton of money. WellConnectGeo.com. I'll be right back.